Morning. Just coming on to do a few project shares that I've done. These will not be getting posted until I get home, so it will be the 15th before I can arrange for them to be uplifted. Probably actually the 16th if I'm honest, because I don't go home till late on the 14th. And I'm going to try today to try and get them packaged so that I can arrange for the pickup. But if I don't manage that, it'll be the 16th. But this is the altar cork for K. I'm just going to hopefully get this a bit clearer. That's better. This bead strand here was actually off a necklace that I bought from Nostalgic Crafts on Etsy. It's Belinda Dwar's shop, and it had maybe 6, I think, strands, and what I'd done was just cut one because I thought it looked pretty on this cork. What I've done at the top here is just 4 small flat back pearl flowers, and in between them there is just a smaller flat back pearl, and it's just so you can't see the top of the cork really. Round the side I have got white lace. It was gathered lace, but it wasn't the right length, and the length I needed I didn't have in gathered. So what I decided to do was put the white trim on, and then what I done was I used my fringe scissors and frayed it so it looks quite tatty. You'll see at the bottom there it's quite chopped, and that was the effect I wanted. Around here it's a pink grosgrain ribbon, just to match with the pink here, because I didn't want it all white. Up here we have, and I'll try and see if I can show you, the pearl, the larger pearl heart has got vertical lines on it, and it just adds a bit of texture to it, and I've alternated that with the flat, smaller pearl. To add a bit of height to the cork, I have added this trim, and it goes right underneath. But it just adds that bit of height, as I said. I mean, the cork ends here, so that adds a good wee bit of length onto it. And down the bottom, I've just added a tail with some cream and iridescent seed beads and 4mm beads, and a wee angel wings. So I hope Kay likes that, and it will be posted when I get home. Excuse me. Oh, shattered. This is my rosette for Kay, and what I've done is, it's very, very sturdy. It's I can't remember the paper line. It's first edition, and I think it might be Floral Pavilion, but I'm not 100% certain on that. It is absolutely 100% first edition, because I bought it along with quite a few others, including my Chic Noir, but I can't remember the rest of the names. And what I've done is, if you look at the back one there, it is white flowers on a pink background. Then the next paper rosette is pink flowers on an ivory background, and then at the front it's the ivory flowers on a pink background again. And what I've done is there is a doily there. That way. I know I forget all the time with mirror image here. There's a doily in here, and what I've done is there is tiny little hints of silver glitter. You'll see them on the shabby chic flower, they're just twinkling at the ends. And what I had done was just literally put it on the end of my paintbrush and added tiny wee hints of it. The feathers are behind the first doily here. They're tucked in behind that. And then what I've done is this pearl trim here, that's tucked behind the paper rosette in the creases, so you can't see it really. And it just makes it look more polished and more finished properly. Then we have another layer of the paper rosette. Then what I've done is, if you look this way, and it is very dimensional, there is quite a bit of height on it. There is a small doily underneath that shabby chic flower. I was originally not going to add the shabby chic flower, and then I thought, what the heck, so I added it. And I'm really pleased I did. I think it looks fab. But when I added the shabby chic flower, it was too washed out looking. It was too pink, too pale. It needed some more colour, so I added the pink, smaller rosette, paper rosette on top. And then to finish it, I have just added one of my small clear buttons with the diamante trim, the diamante bling in the middle of it. For the tails, it is 6mm satin ribbon. There's two of them. Then I have got two 10mm grosgrain, and then we have two iridescent bead, and again that just adds that tiny wee bit of length to it. They're not all identical lengths, they are all varied slightly. And I think it is quite pretty. For me anyway, normally I'm not a pinky person, but I have been using it a lot more recently. And the feathers, as I said, they're really fluffy. I think there's only actually 3 on there, if I'm right. 1, 2, there might actually be 4. It's either 3 or 4, but they are really fluffy and they just add that height element again, just to add something. On the back, I have added the hanger into one of the creases, so when you turn it that way, you can't even see the hanger, and finished it off with one of these. Underneath it is a paper, a card disc, and then I've just topped it with this applique. So I hope you like that, Kay. It's my first one that I'm proud to show. The green one that I showed prior to having my hoodie was okay, but I am so much more content with this one, and it's really firm. It's not going to get bashed in the post. What I will say is the paper line I used is thick paper, so it did take a lot of manipulating to get the creases properly done, but as you'll see, they are very sturdy. They're not going to crease at all, really. And it's quite solid. So I'm quite pleased with that. As I said, there is tints of silver on it. I've added tiny wee bit just to the top of the ribbon here, just up at the top, and then it's on the white doily. You might be able to see it on the bottom one actually. No, you can't. Let's think. No, it's not going to show. But you did see it on the shabby chic flower when it was twinkling earlier. Oops, there you go. You'll see that here. A wee bit of twinkle there. So as I said, it is there. And it just adds that tiny wee bit of a hint of something else. But I've done that. The next one that I've done is Amanda Nash, who is Craftymoo, had asked me to make her daughter a mini set of rosary beads. Now the story behind me doing these is my gran had severe arthritis when I was younger. Now her fingers, you'll notice I have it here. This finger's starting to, in fact both of them are. That's my pinkies just now. They actually do overlap my other fingers. But they're not too bad most of the time. But my gran's was every finger was lapped over. And her hands were just a wee sorry mess. And she couldn't work with her rosary beads. A full set of rosaries, you kind of hook over both your hands and you feed it over your thumb as you're doing your prayers. But my gran couldn't do that because her hands, she couldn't manipulate them. So when I was about, well, no, I would have been 13, 12 or 13, we went on holiday with the school to Paris, and, well, we didn't go to Paris, we went to France. But one of the days we went through to Paris and we went to Notre Dame Cathedral, which is famous for the Hunchback of Notre Dame Quasimodo. But inside there was monks selling handmade wooden, and I think it might have been rosewood, not 100% certain, as I said, it was a long time ago. In fact, it was over 20 years ago now. And it was small rosary beads. And what they had was 10 beads on a bit of string and a crucifix at the bottom of it. And they called it a thumb rosary. And what you done was you just, my gran could flick it on her thumb, and whatever finger she was using, whatever hand, she could use it with her hand to manipulate the beads round. And when I came home, my gran used them forever after. Sadly, when my gran passed, it is kind of a tradition in our family because the extended family is Roman Catholic, albeit the younger generation aren't so much practising anymore, but we were all christened as Catholic, or baptised, whatever. So, where rosary beads go in with us when we pass away, and my gran took her thumb one in. So, this was the philosophy behind me doing these. When I started jewellery making, that was one of the things I wanted to do. But when you're using beautiful beads, the last thing you want to do is just make a ring because you want a statement piece as well as just being useful. So I come up with my mini rosaries, which are these. Now, the idea of a full rosary, and I'm not going to get into all the prayers because, to be honest with you, I need to look it up this early. I'm hopeless. But there's 4 decades, which is 4 of these 10s. So on a full set, I'm sure it's 52 beads on a full set. Can't remember. But you get 4 sets of the 10, and then you get like a bigger one in between all the 10, and then at the end you have your 5 final beads type of thing. So I decided in my wisdom to just make my 10 at the top, use my centre piece here as like the individual bead to separate the 10s, and then we're finishing. So really you're just going round your beads, saying this prayer, going round your beads, saying this prayer, going round your beads, saying this prayer, going round your beads, say this prayer, and then you come down. So it works, and I have sold quite a few of these, and they're just elegant. For children, on their communion, confirmation, they're a lovely gift, and they're not huge beads. So Amanda had asked me to make one for her daughter, and right at the moment, along with 90% of the kids in the country, is frozen mad. So she asked me to make them with a nice blue. So this was the colour that I chose, and there is an aurora borealis to them. It's very difficult to see these up front, but there is a rainbow colour through them, and they are pretty. So these will be in the post as soon as I got home, Amanda. The other one is Amanda had asked me to make one for her car. Again, this is another thing that's a lot of Catholics do, is they put the rosary beads around their rear view mirror, and it's meant to just protect you in the car while you're driving, right? So what I done was, Amanda had asked for pink or pink and ivory, that type of blend. So I decided to use these beads here, and they are pink, they're just very pale pink. I'll try and see if I can get them on a white background. Yeah, there you go. As I said, they're a very pale pink. Beautiful, beautiful beads. But they are very pale pink. And what I've done is, there's the 10, and then this part here, I clipped off the other loop, and on the end of this 10 row, I have got a lobster clip, and all you do is put the beads round the back of your mirror and clip your lobster clip on, and it holds it over your rear view mirror. But it's not so long that it's going to obstruct your vision in any way. I mean, that's no longer than a magic tree. And what I've done here is the beads, the 3 centre beads here are slightly different coloured to the rest of the beads. You'll notice them together there. These are a slight shade darker. I would say these are more salmony pink colour, but as a whole they work beautifully. So I hope Amanda likes these. Amanda did actually offer to pay for these, but Amanda is so supportive on YouTube and Facebook, and is one of the ones who was on my list to send a small rack to. But it's very difficult to know what to send someone who, like Amanda, doesn't do videos. So you're not sure what type of crafting she's into to send goods that you know she'll be able to use. So I decided to use... Okay, kiddo, I'm filming just now. I'm filming just now, baby. So when she'd asked me to send these, I decided to say to her, don't send me any money, I want to send them to you as a gift. So that was my plan. They will be sent to Amanda, a gift from me to you and to the wee one. But that'll be me. I won't be back on now before I go away. We will not be back till late on the 14th, and I will get these sent out on the 15th, hopefully. I'll also hope to get these done when I get home. I haven't had time. I'm loaded with a cold. My nose is really, really full. My head is... and I slept a lot yesterday. Another thing while I'm on, these are the printouts that I got from Jem. And just to let you see, Gemma, they print out lovely. And I'm actually going to print them out a few times to take on holiday with me, for colouring at night. Just for something to do, because there's a few colour variations I would like to try. Because I'm taking my Derwent watercolours and also my Derwent ink pens, and I'm also going to try and squeeze in my Twinkling H2Os, because they will just add that wee tiny bit of shimmer to it. And if I need to, when I come home, I can add a wee bit of stickles just to give it that extra bling factor. But anyway, I will speak to you all when I get home, and be good and be kind. Take care for now. Bye.